Inside this shoebox of ambition lives a semi-custom AMD chip that's apparently strong enough to deliver 4K at 60 FPS. Sure, and I can run Crysis on a toaster if I squint hard enough. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM and a GPU that's roughly 6 times faster than the Steam Deck, which sounds impressive until you remember the deck can barely push 1080p in some modern games. Storage comes in 2 thrilling flavors, small and slightly less small. The 512GB base model will hold about 3 AAA games before you're frantically uninstalling. The 2TB version might survive until next Christmas. Valve wants you to think this is a console. It's not. It's a PC in denial. It'll sit quietly under your TV, pretending it's a PS5 until you try to launch something with anti-cheat and realize SteamOS still throws a tantrum. Then you'll do the thing Valve secretly expects you to. Install Windows and spend an afternoon wrestling with drivers, BIOS settings, and the creeping sense that you just paid extra for a Linux PC you don't even use. Reports say it runs quiet. Great, so your disappointment will be the loudest thing in the room. The tiny case supposedly balances thermals and acoustics, which usually means we hope it doesn't melt itself under load. Don't worry, the fan curve will give you a gentle reminder every time you hit 4K. No price yet, because Valve knows better than to ruin the fantasy too soon. Expect it to be competitive, meaning you'll pay console money for PC performance that's almost there, with none of the upgradability that actually makes PCs worth owning. If you think this thing will be cheaper than a PS5 Pro, I've got a Steam controller to sell you. Remember the first Steam machines? Neither does Valve, apparently. That experiment vanished faster than Half-Life 3. But now, 10 years later, they're convinced this time will be different. Because this time, Linux gaming is ready. Narrator, it's still not. This box is supposedly for people who want console simplicity, but also to manually configure Proton layers. Love PC freedom, but in a case that can't fit a real GPU. Want 4K gaming, but are fine with 4K being defined as upscaled 1440p if you believe hard enough. Basically, it's for that tiny, tortured demographic who believe gaming nirvana exists between a PS5 and a custom-built mini ITX rig, and who trust Valve not to abandon hardware projects after one generation. Fast forward 6 months after launch, Reddit is full of threads titled, "Should I buy a Steam machine in 2026?" And the top comment is a resigned, "Just build a PC, dude." Valve will quietly pivot to something else. Maybe the Steam Frame, a picture frame that runs Dota 2 at 30 FPS. But hey, at least it'll look sleek under your TV while collecting dust next to your Steam Link and Steam controller.